you, Mick Doyle?
Yes, Mick. I'll be right there. I need you to come with me.
What's going on? Tom, at least tell me what's happening.
I hope it's nothing.
It is Maggie, isn't it?
Yes.
Affirmative 150. We have a member down. Ambulance is en route.
Member down. It's a crime scene now. She was shot.
Ma'am? Inspector?
Sorry, Tom. Bad business. Bring us up to speed, will you?
Detective Sergeant Donald and Detective Turnbull from Homicide arrived by chopper about half an hour ago. Crime scene members came with them. Duty Commissioner and State Coroner have been informed and they're on their way.
Suspect?
She was about to enter witness protection because of fears for her safety, but no doubt you've already been apprised of that. Detective Sergeant Donald has also asked for a current caseload as soon as he's finished here. God almighty. What the world?
Do we know the cause of death yet?
Yeah, she took 5 bullets. 2 in the leg, 1 in the lower abdomen, and 2 in the chest. But the pathologist thinks that the chest wound probably collapsed one lung, and after that, every time she took a breath, the air pressure built up in her chest cavity, and pressure crushed her heart and the other lung. Fellas, the inspectors are here.
Doug?
Paul?
Sir?
I'll be overseeing the investigation for ESD, but I won't get in the way.
How's Mick taking it?
Oh, he's in shock, as you would imagine.
Deepest condolences, Mick. Sister was a very valuable member of our team, a damn fine human being.
Yeah. Yeah. She was.
Has the family been informed?
It's just me and Dad.
I could go and tell him for you, Mick, if you like.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it, Tom.
Mick, I'll need to have a word.
Later.
PJO, deepest condolences.
PJ, if you're up to it, mate, I'd like to walk you through what happened tonight.
Why don't you go and find her?
Maggie,
She had a farewell at the pub, but she didn't turn up. But I knew she had a rendezvous with the witness protection section. But she wasn't there. So Mick went looking for her at the station, then I went to my place and to try and look for her as well.
Sorry, PJ, you went to your place expecting she'd be there.
Yeah, well, you see, her house had burnt down, yeah, and she was staying with me.
Yeah, okay, so you went to your place?
Yeah, she wasn't there. There was a crackling message on my answering machine saying that it was me, and that Maggie should meet me at the rail yards.
But it wasn't you who left the message.
So I came here. I found her gun here.
It's not there now.
I secured it, so it couldn't be used against me.
Would have done the same. So by this time you were thinking the worst.
It's unfired.
Which means she either trusted her attacker, was ambushed, or hesitated to use lethal force.
Oh, Maggie wouldn't have hesitated. Then I saw the blood. I saw her.
She was still alive.
Yes.
Couldn't identify her attacker.
No.
Meg, what the bloody hell are you doing here in the middle of the night? Thought you're the night nurse, come to feel my pulse.
Got some bad news, Dad.
You've been crying.
Maggie's dead. Someone ambushed her and shot her. She's...
No. Mick. No, you must have your wires crossed, mate. Maggie wouldn't be dead. She couldn't be.
She's dead. Little Maggie.
Oh, no. Oh, Mick. No. Don't tell me. She couldn't be dead. Not Maggie. Mick. Oh, God. Oh, Mick. Oh, Mick.
The face is okay.
Coming.
I come in?
Yeah. Who?
It's Maggie.
No.
She's dead, Chris.
No, I don't believe it. Not Maggie. No, it's not. It's not. How could it be Maggie? She was
Shot. She was shot.
Oh, God. Oh. She was just here. Oh, Tom. Oh, Maggie.
I need to tell the youngies.
Do you need me there with you to help you?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, just a minute.
What bastard would... We don't know. But we will find out.
Oh, yeah, if I find this...
You will bring him in and he will go to trial.
Yep. Yep.
My darling. Bye.
Tom? I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't think you'd be in.
Oh, no point moping around the house. The dog was fed up with me anyway.
Look, I have a psychologist coming up from Melbourne, a Dr. McCarthy. She should be here within the hour. Your people will want counselling.
They'll need it. I'll let you get on with it.
The other bloke worth a conversation would be Stewie Forbes, a small-time drug user and a dealer. He made threats against Maggie yesterday.
Track him down.
Yeah, right.
I thought you probably wouldn't come in today.
I might know the work. What about this one, PJ?
That's my desk here, Constable. Whenever these free. Thanks.
I thought you probably wouldn't come in today.
Yeah, well, you did.
Yeah, my dog took up a petition.
Look, I just have to work, okay?
That's all right, son. I'll handle this. I'm still station commander.
I saw the flowers outside. Your colleague, she must have been much loved.
You must be Dr. McCarthy.
Ellen. And you are?
Tom Croydon. I'm in command here. I'll let the inspector know that you've arrived, and then I'd like you to start with my two youngest members.
Because the older ones are hanging tough.
You've done this before, haven't you? Could I introduce Dr. Ellen McCarthy to you from the psych unit? She's here to do some counselling. Constable Joe Parrish.
Joe?
Jack Lawson.
Jack.
This is Chris Riley. She's the owner of this establishment.
Hello.
Hello.
Any chance of the use of a room?
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Do we have a choice here, boss?
None at all.
It was a contract hit. That's why we're going to go into witness protection.
You were going together?
That's right. Mick Doyle organised. He'll tell you about it.
Contracted. It's a tough one. A stranger, no connection to the deceased. Someone who'd be on a plane going somewhere else by now.
Yeah, well, I'm not convinced. Do you really want to be here for this, PJ?
Yes, I do.
Okay. She was still breathing when you got there. If it was a pro hit, he would have put in a headshot and finished her off, not left her alive. He was an amateur.
My great-granddad, he was in First World War. He's a mad old bucket. And he always used to say, just cop it sweet, son. Just cop it sweet.
Does that work for you?
work for me.
Tell me about Maggie.
She was... like a big sister. She'd rouse on you. She'd pull you into line. She came up to my armpit. She was like my little big sister. She was the type of person that everyone loved.
So you were, pretty fond of her? This isn't a formal interview, Ben.
Paul, I loved her. Stupid, huh? But when I first arrived, Maggie and PJ were keeping things quiet, doing a pretty good job of it, and I allowed myself to think that there could be a future there.
Been there, done that. So what were you to her?
Good friend. Just like me and PJ.
He is really cut up.
Oh, God, yeah. You know, they had a massive blue just the day before yesterday and they broke up. And now she's gone. Not even a chance to patch things up. Of course he's hurting.
He said they were going away together on witness protection.
Witness protection?
You didn't know?
No,
Hey, how'd you go with the council, Joe?
Great, terrific. Is it too much to ask just for a bit of space, please? My own personal
Joe, calm
space
down.
here.
Joe, calm down. It's
I
okay.
am calm.
Joe, talk to me.
I spoke to the counsellor and she asked me how I felt. And all I could think of to say was, I don't want that to happen to me. It's just that I never really got the chance to know her, not really, and I can't feel exactly what you're feeling. I'm kind of outside looking in, and she was such a great person and such a great copper. You know, so on top of the job all the time, and if that could happen to her, then Jack, I am so scared. And I love this job, but I don't want that to happen to me.
I'm scared too.
Okay, let's hear this message you got on your answer machine. Forensic should be able to get a sample of the bloke who left it. Thanks, Doug. Wind it back. Fast forward.
Is this machine defective? Has it erased messages before?
No, it's never packed up on me before, no.
When you went home just now, any signs of a break-in?
No.
Who had keys?
Me, Maggie.
Her still on her?
Are these them?
Yeah.
So then how did someone unlock your door?
I don't know.
What, so this person who left the message came back later and erased the message?
That's right, to make it look as if I'm lying.
About what? Look, it'd help, PJ, if you started telling us everything.
What?
You haven't mentioned the fight that you and Maggie had day before yesterday.
Look, that was something that Maggie and I set up between us. It was a dummy argument, all right? It was a way to get Maggie to Melbourne safely. We were going to get married.
Makes sense. Yep. All right, thanks, PJ. I just need a word with Mick. Won't be long.
You wanted a word?
Yeah, I need to clear a few things up, Mick. You were involved with Maggie going into witness protection, correct?
Yeah.
So why all the cloak and dagger?
There was a contract out on her.
Someone burned a house down.
I thought the finding from arson was that the fire was an accident.
Oh, come on, who do you think we're dealing with here? A bunch of kids? Someone also tried to run her down and then abducted Dad to lure her out into the open. Maggie knew it was crucial to go into witness protection.
And PJ was going with her, right?
What? PJ. What the bloody hell were you doing telling him you're going to witness protection with Maggie?
Because I was, Mick, eventually, you know that.
Bullshit. Maggie and I told you that was never going to happen.
No, but I talked Maggie around, Mick. Look, I talked her around. She told you we were going together, you know that.
Yeah. We talked. I know what she said to you, but what she said to me was that she wasn't going to let you wreck your life.
You say she lied to me?
For your own good, PJ.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. It's a long time since I've been to confession. I'm going to hell, Father.
And why do you say that?
Last night, someone murdered my daughter. No one knows who did it yet, but I'll never forgive him.
Forgiveness is never easy. It may take time. It may take years. But we must do it. We're commanded.
That's why I'm going to hell. I'll never forgive him. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
I want you to pray with me.
Can't do that. Never be able to do what I've got to do.
Then why did you come here?
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought there might be one reason why I shouldn't kill him.
Pat, you know you're not alone.
There's not a reason. I'm going to hell gladly.
Naturally, we are devastated by the events of last night and the brutal shooting of Senior Constable Margaret Doyle, but I can assure you that every effort is being made to apprehend those responsible for this callous act. I'd like to take this opportunity to express my deepest sympathy to the members of Senior Constable Doyle's family and her colleagues, and our sincere appreciation to the members of the community for their support shown to the Victoria Police at this difficult time. Thank you.
She saved my life. God in heaven, she saved my life. I'm sorry, Tom.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about.
Make a word. Mick, I've been thinking about what you said about Maggie and the witness protection.
Mate, I think she was just trying to make things easier for you, for the both of you. She wanted you to have a life, PJ. Believe me, if you two had walked off into the sunset together, I'd be the happiest man alive right now.
Does the ESD know anything about PJ's story that he was going on witness protection with Doyle?
That wasn't our understanding. As far as we were concerned, she was going alone. Which doesn't mean they hadn't made some private arrangement to reunite when Doyle was in place.
I only figured out yesterday that Doyle was going on witness protection. Certainly didn't know about PJ, but it's a logical assumption. I mean, those two couldn't possibly live apart.
You have a problem with that, Sergeant?
There's a pattern emerging. I don't like it.
A pattern of what?
Evasion on PJ's part. They had a break-up day before yesterday he didn't tell us anything about. When asked about it, his explanation was possible but not probable. He was the first on the crime scene, and we only have his word that
Come on, hang on a minute, Paul.
I'm trying to look at this the way I would any other murder. Do you think this is easy for me, Tom? He's an old mate. I spent all night going over it in my mind and the evidence kept stacking up. He handled Doyle's gun.
I would have secured it too, and so would you.
He said there was a message on his answer machine.
Why would he say there was a message if there wasn't?
Because he needed to come up with an explanation why an experienced copper like Maggie would go to the rail yards on her
There
own.
could be innocent explanations for all of these things.
I would love to believe that, but I'm running out of options. The idea that this was a contract killing doesn't stand up. Whoever did it had plenty of time, so why did they make such a botched job of it? And since when does a professional killer leave his victim alive? Now, we have to face the fact that PJ's in the frame.
Anything on the weapon?
3 rounds recovered from Doyle's body.
I thought she was shot 5 times.
2 went straight through, sir. Also recovered from crime scene. They're 38s. Gone to ballistics. If the weapon has a history, we'll know by the end of today.
38s.
No shell casings were recovered, so it may mean a revolver.
A service revolver.
Look, we can't discount the possibility of a professional job here, especially considering Doyle's recent history.
I know we don't like to think that a fellow member is involved here, but the type of weapon is
There
suggested.
are thousands of 38s floating around out there. This is ridiculous.
Tom, there cannot be any suggestion that we are trying to look after one of our own here.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just asking what leads we are pursuing.
We're still trying to track down this Stewie Forbes, but so far we haven't turned up anything. I've asked E24 to put out an all-states broadcast. Tom, I'm not ruling anything out.
It sounds like you are.
Just following the leads as they come up.
Some of which may be going cold while we pursue PJ. Yeah, I mean, what about Maggie's house burning down? Surely we should get the arson squad to reopen their investigation. I mean, the original finding was accidental, but, I mean, you'd have to wonder now, wouldn't you?
Well, that seems like a perfectly reasonable suggestion.
Makes more sense than investigating PJ.
Please, Tom, I know this is difficult for you. It's difficult for all of us. This is Homicide's case. They have to pursue it in any way they see fit.
Well, the first thing we have to do is check Hasham's weapon.
This isn't right.
What?
There's a weapon missing. It's been signed in, but it's not there.
That's my mistake, boss. No excuses. Maggie normally does the equipment check, but I just forgot yesterday.
Which weapon?
Number 256. It's been signed back in by Hasham.
Found it.
PJ, your weapon's
I
missing.
went to Maggie's house and I found it in the
PJ,
ashes.
you are not listening. Your weapon is missing from the safe.
No, it can't be. Oh, I signed it back in.
It's not there now.
You cannot seriously think that I murdered her.
I've been trying seriously not to think that for over 24
I
hours.
loved her.
I've heard that 1,000 times, and so have you. Being in love never seems to stop people. She was going on witness protection alone, so you killed her.
When I reached the rail yard, she'd already been shot.
With a .38 revolver. Your .38's missing.
I signed it back in.
You signed the book all right, so where's the weapon?
Well, you searched my house. You didn't find it. Your guess is as good as...
If you put the weapon back in the safe, who took it?
I don't know.
One of the other members?
I don't know.
Tom Croydon, Ben Stewart, Constables Parrish or Lawson, Inspector Draper here? Who took it? Who had motive?
I brought the gun back from the crime scene. I signed it back in, same as I do every single day.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't take your word for that. You see, you keep lying to us, PJ. You've been lying to us for a whole day now. There was a message on my answer machine. No, there wasn't. Doyle and I were going on witness protection together. No, you weren't. You and Doyle had broken up.
No, I explained that.
You were at the crime scene. You handled Doyle's gun, and your gun, the gun we need to do a ballistics check on, is so very conveniently missing. Now,
Someone
you tell
is
us...
trying to set me up.
Oh, come on, Hasham. You walk in here, your clothes covered with ash, because you just spent a few happy hours contaminating a crime scene.
I was trying to find her engagement ring.
You understand how it could be construed that you were picking through the ashes to destroy evidence of arson.
I was trying to find a ring for the funeral.
Yet another explanation. Make it easy for us both, PJ. Tell me what happened. Did you lose your temper?
I am offering no further statement at this stage. You have no firm evidence, so either you charge me or you let me walk.
PJ, can you tell me what's going on? Monica Draper has just instructed us that we can't talk to you about the case.
It's okay, Benny. It's going to sort out. This is Maggie's uniform for the funeral. You might want to search it in case the gun is hidden in there.
Doug?
Yeah, it's clean.
I've been looking forward to meeting you, PJ.
Well, I actually wasn't going to come, but I was dropping Maggie's dress uniform off for the funeral. And I thought I'd just come in and...
Well, please, have a seat.
So what do? We have a chat?
That's the basic idea, yes.
Right, well, you should know that I am a suspect.
Oh?
Oh, yeah, you see, Maggie and I were going to get married, and that instantly puts me in the frame, because statistically, we always look to the partner, so... You see, Maggie and I were going to go away together, and I've since found out that well, she was going to go without me.
And that upset you?
Oh, yeah, bloody oath it did. See, I don't let go of things that matter to me that easily. I really get stuck in. Oh, the thing is, you know, being a suspect, it really gets in the way. Someone dies, someone you love dies, you just want to let it go. You don't really want people watching you or taking evidence against you. Sometimes I I'm sorry. Sometimes I actually wish that I'd gone with her. Because I know that I never, ever would have left her. Never.
Trying to write something for the eulogy. Okay. Got this. Oh, Sergeant gave me that. He reckoned I couldn't spell for that, so he used it mainly for crosswords these days.
She's in her uniform like you wanted. She looks beautiful.
Why her, not me? Oh, useless, broken little wreck. Why not me?
I just don't know.
I'm gonna start looking like an orange in a minute, I tell you.
I always thought that one day I'd be in a box and she'd be standing beside it. Now I have to do it for her, and that's not right. It's just not right, Father.
You always argue with God,
No, I'm not arguing with God. I'm arguing with the person who's done this terrible thing.
God knows what it means to lose a child. And he loses human children to evil every second of every day. Of course you hate the evil this person has done, but you know you can't hate the person.
I'm not sure that I can separate the two. All right, look, I know one day I'm going to have to find it in me to forgive this person, but right now it's very hard to even think about doing that.
Dad,
funeral. Never thought I'd see the day.
Come on, Dad.
Can't do it, Nick. Can't do it.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, gonna front up for the eulogy. How'd all this happen, Mick? How'd it happen?
I don't know. If only she'd gone to that first pickup.
Listen, Mick. I'd never asked you this before. But tell me, did you screw this up? Did you, Mick? Did you screw this up?
Oh, Christ, Dad. You have a few drinks and you need someone to blame, is that right? I don't need this. I put my ass on the line to save Maggie. Now I got all this crap with PJ. I just...
What crap?
PJ's a suspect, Dad. Paul Donald's got him in the frame.
Donald? What do he know about anything?
Dad, listen to me, would you? PJ thought he was going. He thought he was going with Maggie. He found out she lied to him.
Maggie wouldn't lie.
Donald's not gonna let it go. He's got no hard evidence, nothing that'll stick, but he's like a dog with a bone. Now, come on, let's go.
I knew Maggie both as parishioner and friend, but there are many here who knew her better, so I've asked her father, Patrick Doyle, to say a few words. Pat?
Pat. I don't think I can do it.
I've buried friends. I've buried a wife I didn't deserve. And a son. I suppose I wasn't much of a father. I'm here today to farewell my daughter, Margaret Doyle. Better known to you all as Maggie. And I wish to God I'd never lived to see this day. One day about 6 years ago, I was locking up the station. It was a Saturday morning. I don't know what I was doing there, and this girl, this young woman, appeared on the doorstep and said that she was my new constable. She looked like she was hardly out of school. Maggie taught me a lot about being a copper and a lot about being a human being. She came here and she changed our lives. And now she's gone. I wish to God. Maggie wasn't my daughter. wish she had been.
PJ, what's all this crap about you being in the frame?
Jesus, not now, please.
What's poor Donald got on you? He must have something.
He's got nothing. It's all circumstantial.
PJ, it's me you're talking to.
Dad, I've had them in my ear all day today, all right? The last person I need is you accusing me of this.
Oh, Copper, I need the evidence.
And I need to say goodbye to Maggie now.
PJ, just tell me you didn't do it. Just tell me. PJ.
Don't worry about it, mate. You know what? It's the grog talking. Mickey accused me. PJ, you know what he's like. He needs... He just always needs someone to blame.
Yeah, well, someone is to blame, Mick.
I know that.
Yes, and someone is trying to set me up.
I can't discuss it in front of those blokes. Let's get pissed.
No, I need to find out who's... I need to find out who's doing this, Mick, because if I find out who's trying to fit me up, I can find Maggie's killer.
For you, Mick Doyle.
Yes, Mick. I'll be right there. I need you to come with me.
What's going on? Tom, at least tell me what's happening.
I hope it's nothing.
It is Maggie, isn't it?
Yes.
Affirmative 150. We have a member down. Ambulance is en route.
Member down.
Scene now.
Inspector?
Sorry, Tom. Bad business. Bring us up to speed, will you?
Detective Sergeant Donald and Detective Turnbull from Homicide arrived by chopper about half an hour ago. Crime scene members came with them. Duty Commissioner and State Coroner have been informed and they're on their way.
suspect?
She was about to enter witness protection because of fears for her safety, but no doubt you've already been apprised of that. Detective Sergeant Donald has also asked for a current caseload as soon as he's finished here. God almighty. Blood Doyle.
Do we know the cause of death yet?
Yeah, she took 5 bullets. 2 in the leg, 1 in the lower abdomen, and 2 in the chest. But the pathologist thinks that the chest wound probably collapsed 1 lung, and after that, every time she took a breath, the air pressure built up in her chest cavity, and the pressure crushed her heart and the other lung. Fellas, the inspector's here.
Doug.
Paul.
Sir.
I'll be overseeing the investigation for ESD, but I won't get in the way.
How's Mick taking?
Oh, he's in shock, as you would imagine.
Deepest condolences, Mick. Sister was a very valuable member of our team and a damn fine human being.
Yeah. Yeah. She was.
Has the family been informed?
It's just